And then from here, we would actually visit, say, the toes of the left foot. And then over time, through the body scan, we would allow the field of awareness to include the bottom of the foot and the heel and the top of the foot. As you bring your awareness into the region of the lower legs, the shins and the calves, and attending to and experiencing whatever sensations are here in this region of the body, both at the level of your skin and also deep, right down into the bones. So that we're actually cultivating familiarity now with the knees. We're letting our awareness fill the entire lower region of the torso, from the belly to the lower back. And just breathing with the whole of it. We talk about the digestive fires, fire in the belly, or having a gut feeling. So just attending to the whole metaphorical and poetic dimension of this region of our body, the very kind of root of our emotional balance and well-being, the rib cage moving, and a sense of this region as kind of the region of the metaphorical heart as well, where so often we have feelings of lightheartedness or open-heartedness, or sometimes hard-heartedness or broken-heartedness. And the throat is an interesting place to reside for a moment or two. In part because it's what allows us to give voice to the heart, to the soul of who we are, to find perhaps our own voice, to speak, and to speak truly. And moving into the region of the eyes, the eyebrows, the eyelids, and the forehead, the space between the eyebrows, and just sensing the whole of the head breathing.
Like I find at work, if there's a stressful moment, I'll feel like, and I didn't realize this before I started doing the mindfulness program, a band around my gut, like around my stomach. And it's an opportunity for me to say, oh, okay, what's that about? And then just breathe into it, and it just, and actually have my belly then move in and out.
It's given me a skill that's allowed me now to locate points in my body that are tense. When there's either an inner stressor or an outer stressor, and I would say 75% of the time, which is fairly good for me, because I was like 0% before I learned this stuff. 75% of the time, I can let go of it, and it actually dissipates. So that's a good feeling if you're in front of. I'm a teacher, so if you're in front of a room full of people, and you all of a sudden become aware that every muscle in your upper back is tensed, and that distraction can really can inhibit your performance. So it's proved helpful.
So one of the hardest things for our patients to actually realize, but they do it fairly quickly because of the way we teach the body scan and sitting meditation and so forth, is that we're not trying to wall off their pain if they're in pain. We're actually laying out the welcome mat for it, the red carpet, and saying, listen, if it's going to come up, whether it's a headache or pain in the lower back or in the neck or on movement or whatever, let's simply let it be here. Put the welcome mat out for it and learn how to, let's say, breathe with it, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean the pain will go away. In fact, sometimes the pain will get more intense in the sense of the sensations. The beauty of the Hatha Yoga is it's just another form of meditation, and it introduces different ways of holding the body, and you put movement into it, very much so, but at the same time, it's all just moment-to-moment, non-judgmental awareness, just as the sitting meditation would be, or the body scan. What you do is not as important as your sincerity of effort. And so as I say, move my arm like this, and I'm not moving it in any particular way, I'm just moving my arm, but I'm moving it with awareness. And I feel almost as if I'm caressing the air, or the air, as if it were water, is streaming through my fingers and around the whole of my arm. Now when you're ready, let's bend the knees so that the feet are flat on the floor. Let's raise the arms slowly back up over the head so that they're on the floor beyond the head. On an out-breath, slowly moving the arms towards the knees as you sit up as far as you can. And just let the hands come up towards or over the knees. And then at your own pace, kelp-like, almost like a bed of kelp waving in the ocean, just going back and forth. And indeed, the body just loves to be worked with in this way, and it responds. And let the waves of the breath help with the carrying, with the flowing. So you're sitting up on the out-breaths, and then on the in-breaths, arching way back and stretching right through every region from the pelvis right up through the fingertips. And breathing, letting the breath move deeply in and out as you do this. Let's bend the left knee and put the left foot on the floor. And then take the right foot and cross it over the left leg right above the knee. So it's like crossing your leg at the ankle. Only reaching whatever your limit is, not yanking or pulling or forcing. And then when you're ready, stop the rocking and seeing if you can raise your forehead up towards the right lower leg. And then you can begin rocking again in this position. And this can be tremendously valuable for people who have lower back problems. Just breathing with the sensations that arise moment by moment.
I've always done yoga, so I thought, oh, well, this is easy. I'll be able to handle this. But I hadn't done yoga in a mindful way. I had done yoga physically as part of a body program. So to incorporate it as a mindful practice is exhilarating. I love to do yoga that way.
I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 15 years ago.